Good morning, sir. Have you heard any complaints from the members of the judiciary about the pay raise proposal that you put out there for them?
Yes.
What might those be?
They want a pay raise. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, here's the deal. Listen, we all want to make more money, right? Everybody wants a pay raise. This whole building is full of people that come up here that want a pay raise. We elected a businessman governor. The reason we have the largest savings account we've ever had, the reason our economy is great, we have to have fiscal discipline. And we can't even get a tax cut and a pay raise back to Oklahomans right now. And so everybody else has their hand out, all government employees, and it's frustrating for me because I'm fighting for the taxpayer. And do we need to take care of our judiciary? Absolutely. But I also think it's weird that the judiciary has to go to the legislature for a raise, right? We should set this up. It should be an automatic CPI increase for the judiciary branch and judicial branch. And they should not have to come play Mother May I to the legislature. And so then if they rule against them or there's some kind of weird deal. So I feel for them. We have to pay market, but we also have to think about the fiscal responsibility of the state. And, the budget, the legislature has a tough job in juggling all the different parts and how much they're going to spend. You have to start with how much money do we have to spend after we do a tax cut to Oklahomans. And then we can figure out how much we're going to spend and how many public employees we're going to give raises to.
Governor, you mentioned just now CPI index. Why would that be good for judicial pay, but not good for people on living wage or state?
It's a fair question. How would I answer that? You know, in the private sector, we're getting involved and we're telling a business what to do. I think most businesses do adjustments. Most businesses do a 3% raise or a 5% raise, or they'll try to manage their organization to around a 3% raise or so. So the government coming in and telling the private sector, hey, this employer that agreed to work with this employee, now the government's getting in the middle of that agreement and saying, no, we're going to set your wage. That's not a free market system. That will come back to bite you. You can point to California. You can look at, they're trying to get in the middle of that, and you're seeing companies leave the state. You're seeing prices go up. It's simply a pass through to the consumer. The other thing that California is very, very odd. They passed a minimum wage of maybe, I don't know the exact number, $20 or $25 an hour. But they excluded bakeries if you bake bread. And so now, Panera Bread basically is excluded from that. So now they have a competitive advantage. I'm not sure, but I would bet if I was a betting man, I haven't checked this out. I bet you that the franchisee or maybe the owners of Panera Bread in California are pretty good buddies with Gavin Newsom to get an exclusion or whoever wrote that bill. But that's what happens when the government starts putting their thumb on the scale. It's just ripe for corruption. Let the free market work. We're not going to get involved between that relationship with an employee and employer and try to tell them what the wages are. You're free to work anywhere you want in Oklahoma.